So I was asked today as a member of the Rhode Island History Society to talk about the history of working people at this facility. What I'd actually like to do is talk about forgetting. Because when you walk into this building and you see how they've made it look like an industrial workplace, they have these old factory walls. They're painted in those industrial pretty colors. You can almost smell the work that's going on in there. But what you don't see, what's not talked about in this building, are the names and the faces of the people who worked here for over 100 years. And that's a deliberate act to make sure that we forget about them. What you don't hear about is the 1913 strike that was led by the industrial workers of the world who walked out of this building for 6 weeks and marched all the way down to Providence City Hall to make sure that people paid attention to their grievances. Those workers tried to get a parade permit, but they were denied, so they couldn't march with their band. So what they did instead was sing songs the entire way. The Boston Globe reported that it was all in foreign tongue. Most of the workers were Polish. So when I learned about this, I tried to find the song that they probably would have sung. It was called the Whirlwinds of Danger. And that song, and I'm not going to try it in Polish, would talk about march, march ye workers for justice and humanity. You also are not going to hear about the 1916 strike. We're drawing in girls, young women. We're supposed to be paid $7.50 a week. But the company changed their piece rate to pay them only $5 a week. And they said, oh, no. These aren't drawing in girls. These are waiting in girls. In other words, even then, they profited off misclassification of workers. You're not going to learn about the 1937 strike that lasted 6 months, led by the CIO, where the company bosses made sure that they got their story in the paper, but not what the workers had to say. They called union organizers breeders of discontent. Well, what do you expect us to do? Of course we're going to breed discontent. When you pay us dirt and you treat us unfairly and you make our lives unsafe, that is a cause of discontent, and we're going to organize against it. Now, as a historian, I took a look at what the company here, the Artist Village, wants to talk about their history. They'll talk about how glorious the bosses were. They'll talk about how fantastic their products were and how much of a difference it made to Pawtucket and Rhode Island. But the word worker only appears when it talks about how happy they were to have their jobs. Inside that facility now is a bowling alley. It was made to make sure that the workers stayed inside and didn't join picket lines outside. It's still there. You won't see the word union in their history, even though for 75 years this was a union facility. But what you will hear and what you do see is only the history that they want to see, the sanitized version. So the hipsters and yuppies don't know what's going on in there is about exploitation. That's why it's important that we're here to make sure that the bosses and the corporations and the bankers aren't going to care about our history. They're not going to care about our lives. But we're here to tell them and every single person here today that we will not forget, and it's the labor movement that will fight for justice and humanity every single day, no matter